All right, so as we can see, these pieces look fantastic. And come on, focus again. All right, they got that worn out. They don't look super brand new. In the video, they kind of do, but in my hand, they don't. And same thing with this one. All right, so these will go back on. We'll just go ahead and click these back into place, and we'll move on to the other things, the other parts that need attention. All right. We're left with the red spots, and it does have a gloss shine to it from the camera, but if I take this out of the camera and look at it, it's gone. There's no shine whatsoever. I mean, that's just the physics of light, I guess. I don't know if you'd call it physics, whatever it is. All right, but one of the things I do want to do now is blend the red, and from this angle you can see that the orange stops in both spots, okay? And that's what I'm talking about. And I want to get that orange hue back onto the model. Same thing with this one, get that orange back and get that orange back. So just to kind of finish up this video, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. For the orange, I use Citadel Blazing Orange. It's almost a full pot. I've never really used a lot of it when I have used it, so I never saw a reason to replace it with another orange. So we'll come over here and we'll just see how the orange is. Is it too much? No, it's not too much. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna blend this area right in here first. Come across the top and do the same thing. Come over here, and the nice thing is the paint itself has a matte-ish finish to it, so it is well going to finish off that orangish look, as well as blend the matte into the normal. Okay, we'll come over here and do the same thing. Start on the sides and work our way across, and just finish up the rest of the model as we go to make the blend look that much more natural. Okay, so it looks really, really orange in the video, and I think that's because of the super bright light. It doesn't look that orange from my point of view. I think that's just one of those things where cameras do their magic. So let's get it back into focus. Alright, so we'll do the same thing. We'll orange this up. And I haven't added any more paint to the brush. I'm just letting the model kind of do its own thing. So we'll bring it down here, and we'll bring it up here. Alright, so that one's done. And then we'll come over here and do the same thing. Start at the outsides. You're trying to blend the red again. And we'll come over and do the top now. Okay, so you can almost barely tell except for this side right in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about that because that looks like it's one part of the air bubble that was underneath that I was ever so slightly complaining about earlier. I think that's out of my hand. Should have been something I caught when I first laid it down. And you may not even care at all. Like, you may do this and might be just fine. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll do the same thing up here and just kind of avoid doing specifically the number. And any bit that we do get on the number, if I don't like it, I'm gonna just take the white paintbrush, or a paintbrush with white on it, and just go ahead and clean up the white just a little bit, not much. I may not, I'm not even gonna do that. That's beyond the effort that I feel like putting into this. Alright, so in a nutshell, there is a finished Land Raider. Actually, it's not finished. Eventually, I'm going to finish this last little bit, this right here, and these red purity seals need to be highlighted and in depth, so washed and dry brushed, or washed and highlighted. Everything else on this kit, I'm done. I was thinking about running the blue from the lights and just doing a light layer here and here just to show glow, but I don't care that much. Not that much. It's not on my do or die list. So yeah, other than that, that is how you apply decals and what you can do to smooth out the difference between a ever so slightly shiny decal versus, you know, one that you can tell has been worked into the model. The water method that I use, as Mike has discovered, does not work on Forge World that well. For those, you know, microsol or microset or Tamiya's equivalent, or, you know, any other brand's equivalent of microsol and microset. Unfortunately, I don't have Forge World decals, and I also don't have microsol and microset. So I can't exactly show you how to use those. But it's the same concept, except you have two different chemicals. One goes on the soaking process, and one goes on the afterwards process. Yeah, there you go. That's how to apply decals. Pretty simple, straightforward, pretty easy. And it makes the product look fantastic because it just screams that much better. Voids filled, you know, all the Blood Angel iconography all over the place. Looks great. There you go. Bye.